Hey there, thanks so much for your interest in Bloomerang. I'm going to take you on a quick video tour to show you some of the highlights of our donor management software. Don't have time to show you everything that the system can do, but we can definitely schedule a live demo with you and your team so we can show you all the ins and outs that Bloomerang has to offer, as well as run some of your processes and reports just to see how all of those things would work in Bloomerang coming from your current system. Right now, you're looking at the dashboard where we show you some high-level metrics of how you've been doing in terms of your fundraising efforts. So you can see your current donor retention rate, how much money you have raised recently over the past few weeks, months, and the current fiscal year, as well as your campaign progress. You can create an unlimited amount of campaigns, assign gifts to those campaigns, and of course, track progress right here on your dashboard. We also highlight recent first-time donors that we think you should reach out to personally. You can manage all of your tasks, so you can set and assign tasks for yourself and your teammates and see all those and get access to them right here on the dashboard, as well as some of your more recent reports. If you were perhaps looking at a report or a donor or any kind of supporter, you can get back to those people very easily if you perhaps are bouncing back between the dashboard and those reports. Why don't we dive into a constituent here? You can track any kind of supporter in Bloomerang, not just donors, but of course, volunteers, corporate sponsors, businesses, foundations, really any type of entity that is supporting you. And whether they are a person or an organization, you can see all of the recent giving that entity or that supporter has done with you, all of the individual transactions, interactions that you have had with that supporter over the lifetime of their support. We actually wrap all of those interactions into an engagement level. So probably won't surprise you to see that Jay here is a very engaged supporter. He is scoring on the highest level of our engagement meter. So you can see this is also reportable. So if you wanted to perhaps run a report of all your on fire supporters, that maybe would be good people for table captains in an event, or perhaps donors in the silent phase of a capital campaign, you can get to all those people very easily. And conversely, you can see people that maybe need to be warmed up a little through some stewardship or other engagement efforts. You can also track whether those people are on your website by connecting Bloomerang to your website. And we also pull in well screening data from our partners over at Donor Search. So you can see maybe if they have a higher capacity than they are perhaps giving to you currently, are they giving to other nonprofits like yours? So those two scores here that we give you for your supporters, those can be really actionable to maybe reach out to people to do even more than their current support. And of course, it's very easy to add in any new donations, interactions, notes, connections with other people in your database right here on the constituent screen. Reporting, we always receive high marks for reporting. We have a filter-based reporting engine. One nice thing about our reports is once you create a report once, set all those filters, you can go back to it at any time and it will have dynamically updated to that current days, right up to the minute to see all the people that now kind of fall into those filter parameters and will show up on that report. We also give you some nice starter templates, some reports that are kind of important for a nonprofit that you can get to very easily. Of course, LIBA and SIBA reports, but other interesting things like your first-time donors or maybe donors that are downgrading, projected cash flow. We make it easy to get to the information that is really meaningful and actionable to every nonprofit who would use us. You can also generate all of your letters and mailings in Bloomerang. If you're comfortable in a word processor or Google Docs, something like that, you'll be very comfortable right here in Bloomerang. You can create merge fields, of course, so that you can create letters in batch and not have to edit and update individual letters, one by one. We also will run all of your written communications through a little bit of a communication audit to make sure that those letters and mailings are readable and will really hit the mark with the recipient. We also have a mass marketing email tool in Bloomerang. So if you're used to using something like MailChimp or Constant Contact, you'll again feel right at home in the Bloomerang email editor. We of course give you all the analytics after the email is sent, so open rates and clicks rates and things like that. Some of the other highlights of Bloomerang that we offer, you can use Bloomerang to create all of your online giving forms, event registration forms, volunteer sign-up forms, really any kind of website form that you would put on your website, we can create in Bloomerang, and all the data flows right into the system. We also offer an in-house payment processing so that you don't have to use a third party for payment processing. Talked a little bit about the supporter surveys. Also, grant, volunteer, and membership tracking is possible in Bloomerang. We also offer a nightly NCOA and deceased suppression so that we can make sure all your data is clean and usable, up to date every single day in the system. There's a duplicate checker. So if perhaps you have a donor that donates to you and uses a slightly different variation of their name or address format, we will flag those things and you can choose to merge them or not. Lots of integrations, things like QuickBooks, MailChimp. So if you have a current system that you want to keep using, chances are you'll be able to integrate that with Bloomerang. And then one thing that we find is very popular with Bloomerang is our support team. You get free chat and email support that you can access during the day and talk right with a person to get your problem solved and your questions answered. So we would love for you to explore Bloomerang more. We can get you a live demo that fits into your schedule. Just click the link below this video and we will get that scheduled for you and show you even more about what all that Bloomerang has to offer. So thank you so much for watching, and we hope to talk to you again really soon.